Are we at the edge of a stock market crash with 200 times over earnings and valuation? So it would predict it. Warren Buffett thinks we're playing with fire. I think he's right. However, I don't know if the market's going to crash, but I can take care of my money and do the right thing. And I have. As you all know, over the last few days, I've sold all of my crypto and I am bullish on XRP, Bitcoin and Ethereum. I've even sold all of my S&P 500. So where have I gone? In cash? Am I hiding under a bush? No, I've bought all in on one stock. Don't follow me. That's a very high risk, high conviction play, but I've gone all in on Coca Cola for very, very good reason. Now, later on today, I'll do a full deep dive on it, but do not follow me. This is not financial advice. Why is the studio glowing green when the markets are going down again? Well, that's because I am bullish today. I could turn it red, but I am expecting it to be green. I'm expecting it to be very green. In fact, I've gone so much in on Coca Cola, I am now officially not only a retail whale of Coca Cola is someone who owns hundreds of thousands, if not a million. I own nearly 600,000. I should be around about that by the end of the day. Currently just over 500,000, and I'm also 42. I think it is 34 out of 47 in by amount of institutions. Indeed, if you look at the filings of Coca Cola, 47 institutions hold shares in Coca Cola. That's those that own shares. I'm 34 in the list. So I'm literally on the list of hedge funds and institutions as well. I am very convicted and very committed to be buying Coca Cola right now. Now, later on today, there'll be a full deep dive why I'm doing that. But this morning's show, as we go into the opening bell, we'll be doing that. We'll be going over to Wall Street to cover the opening bell. So we'll be live there for that to ring the bell. I'm going to be talking about the Buffett Indicator. Now, again, I'm not predicting a crash. I think a crash will come, but I don't know it's going to come. It's not financial advice. I'm not telling anyone to do this. Certainly would never recommend anyone own one stock. I wouldn't tell myself this either, but I do believe it's the right place to go. It does require extreme discipline and constant studying of an individual business, because you now own literally the business like an institution. So I have to be paying a lot more attention. So later on today, I will be doing a deep dive, and I'd like to thank Sensei for providing an amazing newsletter this morning. I'm going to give you the link to this so you can follow on later on. If you want to join in, I'll give you the newsletter now. I'll pin it to the top here, newsletter. This will be your show notes for what I'll be covering later. There it is. I shall pin it. Oops, a daisy. That last one was wrong. Okay. Let me pin that to the top. It's free. You can get a free version of this, or sign up, and by signing up for the free version, of course, you'll even get tickets to win $2,000. So there you go. I've pinned it to the top. You might want to get the newsletter so you can follow along with my thoughts later on. All right, this is what I'll be covering later on. It's a big show, and I've literally got more than about 20 institutions, and I am now officially a whale in Coca Cola. So there you go. So let's have a look at my positions. You can see the portfolio is down very slightly, not much. You can see I've sold all of my Ethereum, and it's down. Bitcoin's up slightly today. XRP is down a little bit. Dogecoin is down. But let's remember, I said about 2 weeks ago, crypto was going down. The day before it did go down, and I was right. If you'd sold with me at the top, you could have bought back a lot more of what you like. Many people got upset with me going, "Yo, it's awful. Martyn's saying it's going down." Well, it did go down. And if you had sold with me, not that you should, of course, then of course you would have now got more. As you can see, I've removed my S&P. It's all gone. I'm holding my vertical aerospace, but all my money, 100%, never follow this, is in Coca Cola. Now you can see here on the main account, this is the brokerage only, there's 468. On my Roth IRA, there's another 40-50, so over 500,000 there, aiming towards about 600,000 by the end of today, possibly. Overall, I'm down 1.18. I'm earning now about $1,300 a month on margin on dividends. Of course, they pay quarterly, but I'm budgeting it for once a month, so it will cover my margin payments, and it's covering my margin payments. In fact, I'll have a 20% profit because remember, it's not all margin. I built up my own value and my own balance over the last 4 years, so it's not all margin. Otherwise, that wouldn't work, would it? You earn 3% a year on dividends, and you pay 4 and a bit percent on margin, you'd be down by 1%, right? Well, I'm up by about 20%. So there you go. It's covering the cost. Right, so you can see my position there. We'll talk about Coca-Cola later on, but as you can see, I'm not that much off an all-time high. My all-time high was 292. I'm 287. So when the bigger your portfolio gets, you're going to swing bigger. Well, Warren Buffett is often asked, what does it feel like to lose $1 million a day? Doesn't lose $1 million a day unless he sells, but your portfolio can swing millions. Mine can swing about 10, 20 grand a day now. That's the way it is. So let's get straight into the story I want to share with you this morning. I prepared for you. So if you could please tap the like button. That would be great before I get into the story. It'd be very much appreciated. How many people have we got watching? We got 310. Let's have a bit of fun with you, I think. We'll wake everybody up, shall we? 310. So the most we could have is 150 likes. If you tap the like button, it shares it out to more people. Shall we do it? We get the funky music going? Let's do it. Here we go. Let's get 100 likes. We can get 100 likes in 1 minute. That would be easy. That promotes the channel, and of course, you're more likely to see my news every day. 297 watching, so 100 likes should be easy. Let's have a quick look. We're starting out at 1. Let me refresh the screen, see where you're going. Tap the like button, and I'll get straight into the news. Okay, we are now at 53. We're on the way. We're halfway there, and the moment we get 100, I will bring you the story of the day, and then later on the big deep dive on Coca-Cola. That's coming on later on this morning after I get back from my water aerobics show. I'm exercising again. Are you pleased with me? I'm pleased with me. All right, okay, let's have a look. We've got 75 likes, 75% the way there, just 25 more, and we'll get straight into it. Now, don't be upset with me just because I'm saying the markets can go down. I mean, I'm trying to help you save your money, and it's working for me. So people go, oh, I don't like it when he says crypto's going down. Well, it did go down, so I was right, and you wouldn't own more if you paid some attention. Anyway, consider subscribing. Are we there yet? Are we there? Are we there yet, Mum? Are we there yet, Dad? Brian Bynum has just donated 5 memberships. So if you are a subscriber and you're liking, then you can win memberships. In the chat, we are giving memberships, and what a great opportunity it is to upgrade to Electrum. You know why? Because the Electrum event starts in a week's time. Sensei is back. You won't want to miss it. So let me refresh the screen. Have we got there? We have now got... We need 100 likes for the news. And we've got 108. There it is. Thank you very much indeed. Appreciate you very much. Thank you ever so much, everyone who subscribed and liked throughout all of that. All right, marvelous. Let's have a quick look. Talking about subscribers, let's see where we are because we've over 100,000 now. Let's see how we're doing today. 102,449. Thank you very much, everybody who has followed our journey. Wonderful stuff. We're now going on to the million. All right. Thank you for all the new members. Now, top tip, by the way, if you've just become a member, if you've just been given a membership, it's not for free. One of our active members here has bought you a membership. Look at this. there's more coming in. Brian Bynum has bought 5 members, a membership. It's not free. Brian is a member like you, and he's used his hard-earned money. Oh, I think my tea's turned up. Thank you, Leah. So make sure that you do thank Brian. But more importantly, consider upgrading to Electrum, because Electrum is our premier membership. And this week, it starts with Sensei, our live interactive game show, where you can take part in a live interactive private game show for Electrum, Gold, and Platinum and sponsor memberships. That's it. The general public, general subscribers, bronze and silver won't see it. Electrum and up members will be invited to a private party when we play an interactive game to learn about charts, crypto, things stock related. So not only do we get to know you and have a lot of fun with you, but you'll be part of a game show, a private party, and I think you'll really enjoy it. And it's one of the premium benefits by being a Electrum member. Now, if you today was given a membership for free, all right, all you need to do is upgrade to Electrum. So you're basically getting Electrum for the price of bronze. So there you go. There is the membership link just there. If you are on an iOS device, iPad or iPhone, just select a desktop version, and you can then get Electrum. All right, so let's get straight into the news today. Now, remember, I didn't sell the S&P and crypto because of this story. I'd already done it. I'd already made my decision. The market was incredibly overbought. The Buffett Indicator. Now, Warren Buffett is regarded as the best investor of all time. He actually isn't. I'm not a huge fan of Warren Buffett or anything. I look at the facts. Warren Buffett has made many mistakes, as many other investors as I have had. We all make mistakes. Warren Buffett makes mistakes. However, people focus on his wins and never his losses. He's made most of his money since he was 60 by just staying in and living a long time. He's in his 90s now, and I always said if I lived to 200, I would be the greatest investor of all time just by owning what I own and doubling every 7 years. So he's done the right thing for the longest time. He does make some very wise decisions, but he's not always right. He's missed out on some great tech purchases. He doesn't like crypto at all. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But what Warren Buffett does do, and what I like, is the fact that he buys value. Now, if you buy value, you never lose. It's why I always say I never lose. And it's true. I've lost a couple of times now, and all these were on purpose. You see my trades just there? I lost once when I sold Virgin Galactic to show you couldn't move the market. And then I sold Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP for a loss. Why? Because I think it can go a lot lower, and I wanted to use the money to buy Coca Cola, which I think is a better buy. So I like to look at value, because at the end of the day, I want to buy something that is under the value of what it produces. It makes money. It earns money. And when the market is overpriced, that's never a good time to buy the market, because you could be waiting years to get a return, if ever. So what is the Buffett Indicator? It says the stock valuation passes 200% beyond the level he once said is playing with fire. Think about that. The Buffett Indicator for stock valuation passes 200% beyond the level he once says is playing with fire. The market is extremely overbought. Euphoria is everywhere. Everyone keeps buying, no matter what the valuation is. It doesn't seem to matter. People keep buying. And at the end of the day, people have forgotten one very, very important lesson, right? The only way to make money on anything long term, and I mean really make money, I'll explain that in a minute, is to buy an asset under the value, so it then becomes more valuable to you. If you pay anything, and the best example of that would be like Palantir, 1,000 times earnings, you might say, well, I'm making money. You're not making money. You're making money on paper. Your stock price is going up. But then if you sell it, you're going to pay a load of tax on it. And that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But you didn't actually make money on the business. You made money on the momentum trade. Now, if you are a momentum trader, that's fine. But you might as well recognize that and go to a casino, because you're simply betting on momentum rather than valuation. The reason why I bought Coca Cola shall be explained this afternoon when I do the full deep dive on Coca Cola, and this is why I'm now 34 out of 47 institutions in allocation in the world that own Coca Cola. I'm not an institution, but I own more than the ones below position 34, and there's 47. And I'm also a whale in the retail space, nearly 600 grand by the end of today. So there you go. So I'm buying Coca-Cola for a very, very good reason. And later on today, you'll find out exactly why. But let's go into this story for you. So Warren Buffett's one time, could I ask everyone to tap the like button? That would be great. And consider subscribing. I'm not here to be boring and old school and say, you need to just get rid of all this and buy trendy, exciting stocks. I'm here to make money consistently. And I'm here to give people information that can help them, not just to join a fan club or get a trending YouTube channel. I don't need to do that. Warren Buffett's one-time favorite yardstick for stock market valuations has climbed to an all-time high, reviving fears that investors are once again testing the limits of market exuberance. Now, let's be clear what this is. This isn't Warren Buffett's little private indicator. It's a thing you can work out yourself. It's all about the value of the stocks, what they produce in relationship to GDP. GDP is the way you value the country, what America earns. All right, it's as simple as that. What America earns, what's the value of America? And when you get to a point when you're paying 200 times what it's actually worth, you've got to ask yourself, would you do that with anything else in life? Would you do that for a house, a car? Would you do that for anything else? Would you pay someone 200 times their hourly wage? Think about it. So this isn't just Warren Buffett's own personal little thing. This is something you can work out for yourself. And it's why I've bought heavily into Coca-Cola and why I will do a full deep dive on that later on. And now I'm as big as a whale, and I am a whale, even in the institutional space. The gauge, dubbed as the Buffett Indicator, measures the total value of publicly traded US stocks, Wilshire 5000 index, against the nation's gross national product, GDP. In a 2001 Fortune op-ed, Buffett called the indicator probably the best single measure of where valuations stand at any given moment. So again, it's not Warren Buffett's indicator, even though it's called the Buffett Indicator. It's flipping common sense. It's just common sense, obvious, just requires a little bit of attention. So, probably the best single measure of where valuations are at any given moment. The indicator has also been referenced by famed investors, including Paul Tudor Jones. All right? Okay, I mean, it's just common sense stuff, really. Let's look at it. If the percentage relationships falls to the 70% or 80% area, buying stocks is likely to work very well for you. You're always going to overpay for something because no one is ever going to allow you the opportunity to buy it too undervalue. I mean, that's why I bought Coca Cola, because it makes money above what I'm paying for it, but it's still expensive. Currently around about 21 times earnings, which overall is a good number. It's way below its peak and it's above its lowest, but it's a good indicator. if the markets crash, which I think could happen, I don't know, of course, but if they do, then if the S&P goes down 20%, the Coca Cola would normally go down about 10 or 15, so you'd save about 5%. However, the S&P is already overvalued, and Coca Cola is already falling because people are buying tech by selling their Coca Cola. Makes sense? They're selling defensive. So we're already down 8% over the last 12 months, not the rolling 12 months, but the actual 12 months. So thereby, if the market goes down, 10 or 20%, then I think that Coca-Cola could go down maybe less than half of that because it's already sold off. So I could allow that with my margin and buy more if it does. So if the percentage relationship falls to the 70% or 80% area, buying stocks is likely to work very well. You're never going to buy it under value. All right. Buffett said in a 2001 speech, excerpted, is that right? I've mispronounced that. By Fortune magazine after the indicator had neared 150% the prior year during the dot-com bubble. Think about that, folks. 150% in the dot-com bubble. We're now 200%. Think about it. The year prior, during the dot-com bubble. If the ratio approaches 200%, as it did in 1999 and part of 2000, you are playing with fire. Well, we all know what happened in 2000, of course. We had COVID. Well, this isn't COVID. This is just people buying forever and ever and ever. At a whopping 217%, it now sits well above the peaks reached during the dot-com bubble, as well as the pandemic era rally in 2021, when it topped 190%. Right. So now you can argue, and I can agree with you to a certain extent, we are in a revolution, AI revolution. It's an opportunity for extreme growth. It certainly is. Things can do very well. However, it's still very hard to find out what AI is going to earn you. Most people aren't earning any money from it. They're just raking in all the money they earn from everyone buying it, and they take profit. The CEOs, the companies, by selling the shares to give themselves extra funds and so on. Where's the profit coming from? Now, I do believe that AI is a big thing. I do. I absolutely do. I use AI. I believe in it. The S&P is predominantly the Mag 7, and 30% of the growth has all come from tech and AI. I like it. I've made a lot of money on the S&P. I made about $70,000 this year with the Liberation Day. I did very, very well. I'm now sold it all. I'm now going to pay some tax on it, and now I'm buying defensive. I'll be back with the S&P. I'll also be back in crypto as well. However, it just doesn't make sense to sit here waiting for something worse to happen. Now again, if this scares you, ask yourself why. Someone said on Sensei's show this morning, they didn't like me being doom and gloom, and it scared a lot of people out of the market. Well, you couldn't scare me out of buying Coca Cola because it's still growing, it's still making money, and it doesn't matter whether you buy it or not. In fact, Coca Cola investors don't require anyone to buy it. You might say, well, that sounds stupid. It doesn't go up unless anyone buy it. It goes up because of the valuation and the buybacks. Doesn't require anyone to buy it. However, crypto certainly does. You require everyone to buy it because if it doesn't make any money. So you have to encourage people to buy it. It's why all over X, everyone is encouraging you that and they're even telling me that I'm going to miss out. I probably will miss out. I probably will miss out because I do believe that XRP will go to $10. I do believe that Bitcoin can go to 150, 200. I do believe that Ethereum could go 12,000. But it could dip 80% between now and then. So I want to buy more of it by taking profit from Coca Cola, which actually makes money. There's nothing wrong with doing that. All right. So let's carry on with this. At a whopping 217%, it's now well above the peaks reached during the dot-com bubble, as well as the pandemic era rally in 2021, when it topped 190%. You've got to know when to make money and when to take profit, folks. Remember when I bought a car 5-6 years ago? You remember when COVID, was it, I don't know, 6-7 years ago? I bought a brand new car and I sold it when COVID came because no one could buy cars because there was a supply shortage, chip shortage. Ford couldn't get the badges for their cars. They couldn't sell their cars, all kind of stuff. And I sold my car, which I had for 3 years, a brand new car for 3 years. I sold it and I got as much money as I paid for it brand new. You got to know when to sell and take a profit, okay? That's what I did. So look at the Buffett Indicator at an all-time high. Now, this is not the stock. This is not to be confused with the S&P. You'll go, well, the S&P always goes higher. Well, of course it will. Inflation over time, growth over time. Yes, this is the valuation. This is not the S&P indicator. This is the valuation. It will come back down over thousands of years. It always sits in the middle. Look at it. I mean, if you are getting scared now, it's because you don't know what you own. You wouldn't scare me by telling me that the Coca Cola was overbought. I'd buy more. All right. So by that standard, the stock market today is in uncharted waters. Now, everybody will say to you, well, yeah, but AI is the new big thing. They've said that over and over again. They said that about electricity. Doesn't get much bigger than electricity. Everybody formed the business, 2 or 3 remain. Everybody said that about the dot-com era. Most businesses failed, a few remain. And so it goes on. It doesn't matter how great the story is. Does it make money? Is it overvalued? Yes, every single time that's been the case, the market has crashed. So by that standard, the stock market today is in uncharted waters as equity values are now expanding far faster than the growth of the broader US economy. And Trump says it's the golden age and we're growing. Well, we are, but not at that pace. And will we grow at that pace? I don't think so. The market rally has been fueled by mega cap technology companies which have plowed billions of dollars in development of artificial intelligence, as they are rewarded with rich multiples for the promise of this new era. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Remember, the businesses haven't become more valuable. They've simply gone up in share price because us, the investor, keeps buying it. What do? They trim. Alex Karp has taken money from you. When you buy his Palantir, he keeps selling. Other valuation gauges are flashing similar signals. The S&P 500's price to sales ratio recently climbed to 3.33, an all-time high. According to Bespoke Investment Group, for comparison, the dot-com peak in 2000 topped out at 2.27. Now, don't tell me that the AI is any better than the dot-com. When we didn't have the internet, and then we did, it was the biggest thing ever. Now we have AI, and it's the biggest thing ever. But AI is bigger. AI can make more money. Well, isn't that what we thought about the internet? And it was. And it did. But most businesses crashed and failed. The stock market crashed and failed. And it was great for those like me buying it on the way down or moving defensive before it happens. So there's no difference. The AI is great. .com was great. Electricity was great. The car was great. All these moments were great, but most businesses that followed it went bust. So I want to read that again. For comparison, the .com peak in 2000 topped out at 2.27 and the post-COVID boom reached 3.21. And we're at 3.33. These aren't made up numbers. These are real numbers. Before valuations called. What does that mean? Everyone sold, the valuation came down. Still, some have argued that the Buffett Indicator may no longer carry the same message it once did. That's what they said in the dot-com era. They said valuations didn't matter then. They also said back in the Great Depression, electricity, the car, valuations don't matter. Everyone's going to buy a car. Everyone's going to get the electricity. And yet we had the crash. The end of the day, valuations will always make sense. 1 + 1 always equals 2. Always has done, always will do. Nothing is ever going to change. Basic maths, basic fundamental principles don't change. Warren Buffett is now being seen as a dinosaur. What does he know? He's an idiot. Well, that's fine. But at the end of the day, these principles are not Warren Buffett's. They're just common sense, basic arithmetic. The US economy has shifted dramatically over the past 2 decades, becoming less asset intensive and increasingly powered by technology, software, and intellectual property. Things have changed. It's not the manufacturing powerhouse it once was. GDP and GNP may understate the value of an economy. It's possible. It is possible, but not in my mind. GDP makes perfect sense. It made sense 1,000 years ago. It will make sense 1,000 years into the future. How much does the country earn? How much is the country valued at? You cannot keep saying it can go up forever, infinitum. And every time in the past, with every great invention, it crashed. GDP and GNP may understate the value of an economy built on data, networks, and innovation rather than physical factories. Now, I don't care whether it's a physical factory or an AI, an AI calculation or efficiency or whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, it still produces a profit. If you make something for $1, you sell it for $10, you make profit. If AI saves you money, makes you more efficient, and you can produce more at better prices or blah, 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 it comes down to the same thing, the profit. Nothing changes, just the story is slightly different. But the outcome is the same. Therefore, higher equity values may be justified for what remains the world's most productive and innovative economy. Buffett hasn't commented on this indicator in years, but he has been building a cash fortress at Berkshire Hathaway the last 2 years as he gets ready to hand the CEO reins to Greg Abel. Second quarter earnings showed a cash hoard of $344 billion, and the conglomerate was a net seller of equities for 11th quarter in a row. Now, again, let's put that into context. It sounds like Warren Buffett has sold all his shares and he's all in on cash. He's not. He's in more equities than he is in cash. And Warren Buffett has a different set of rules to you and I. They can't move the needle the way we can. They can't buy the things that we can. They can't buy crypto for a start. That's one thing. So the whole system is different. So what Warren Buffett does doesn't mean you should. Just because Warren Buffett holds cash doesn't mean you should. I have bought a great business. I bought Coca Cola. And later on this afternoon, I'll show you exactly why and why I'm 34 out of 47 institutions in the world. Warren Buffett is number 1. I am number 34. I've got nearly $600,000 now invested. I've got more shares than the 34 and down to 47 institutions. And I'm also obviously a whale in the retail space. So I'm buying with conviction and I'm not just messing around here. Even if it is outdated, coupled with the Oracle of Omaha's current positioning, the indicator at these extreme levels is sure to raise some eyebrows. On that note, let me have a quick sip of my tea that Leah just brought into me. Okay. So that's where we are right now. Let me get back to my portfolio and show you my position. Hardly down at all today. Let me bring back up the tickers. I'm holding nicely. Let's have a look at all of our positions. You can see where I am. So my overall portfolio is hardly down. In fact, now I'm 100% in Coca Cola. I repeat, I would not recommend anyone do that. It requires an enormous amount of discipline. I have to study every word that comes out of James Quincy's mouth. I have to understand every filing, every bit of news, and I'm tracking it all day, every day. And later on today, there's going to be a special on Coca Cola, and you might want to join me for that. All right. So my overall portfolio is hardly down at all. Is it reaching a bottom? The S&P is still up. Now, if I stayed in the S&P, would I have made more money right now? Absolutely. Yes, I would have made more money if I'd remained in the S&P until Wednesday. On Wednesday, I will receive $1,100 of dividends from Coca Cola. That will bring me the same as if I'd stayed in the S&P. So at the moment, I'm slightly behind if I'd stayed in. All right, but I'm now going to go the same. Next quarter, I'm going to be up. Why? Because if we're going to get a crash, we're going to get it in the next quarter. I think there's a very good chance the S&P can fall 10%. Thereby, normally Coca-Cola could fall about 7 or 8. It won't fall as much. It still fall though. However, because it's already dropped and the S&P is already up, I don't think Coca-Cola is going to drop hardly at all. Maybe 1 or 2%. I can live with that. In fact, I can live with a 50% drop, even though I have $250,000 in margin. So I'm very, very invested, all in. You couldn't be more bullish than me. It's impossible. And that's why I'm even ranking up in the top institutions in the world. 34 out of 47. All right. So I soon will make more money from owning the S&P. Now, what about the tax I'm going to pay? Well, that is an unfortunate situation. I put out a live stream on Friday saying to you that I have probably sold too much of the S&P. Not to buy Coca-Cola, that wasn't wrong, but too much of the S&P because I've sold the very bottom, so I'm going to pay the very maximum amount of tax. And because of the market going down, I want to use the money to buy the market, not to pay the tax man. Why did I do that? Well, I've overreacted because I've had a very difficult 3 weeks with my wife going through cancer. So I was trying to protect my portfolio, trying to provide money for medical bills. So I've probably sold a bit too much. I admit that. However, it might be prudent. It might work out to be the best thing. Oh, we got a new member.
Jermaine Beingless has become a member.
Just upgrade to Electrum. I'm sure you're going to enjoy the Electrum experience, which starts in just a week's time. Sensei will be doing that very, very soon. I think it'll be on his, I think it's happening on the Sunday show. I think this Sunday, I think it's happening. So 6 days from now. So there you go. There is the my S&P, which will make sense very shortly. Virgin Galactic, 0.88. Palantir, insane valuations. I can't even count it anymore. It's so high. Gold up again. That tells you there's huge volatility in the market. Amazon is up. We're going to get a nice little rally and then dump. In my opinion, I don't know, but that's what I think. Apple up 0.07. Enphase Energy, it's up 0.96. Coca-Cola down 0.03. Now then, I do have some more money. Remember I said to you, I want to get to $600,000. I would like to actually get to $1 million. And if I get $1 million, I will be up in the top 20 of institutions. Just for our own personal little challenge in the world, that is. Warren Buffett has got 400 million shares of Coca-Cola, and I'll be number 20 on the institutional level of shares if I get $1 million. So I'm quite excited about that. Anyway, Let's have a look. I'm turning green now. As you can see, Coca Cola is going green. I do think it's a green day. Now, I've still got some money to spend. I've sold all my Ethereum for a loss. I was quite happy to do that to bring down the gain, the gains I'd made from the S&P. But I was right, because the Ethereum is going down again. Anyway, and the reason why I've been so delayed in selling it, I would have sold it before for a profit, and I would have sold it before it dropped, but staking took way too long. I will never stake again. Not a fan of staking anymore. It took weeks to get out of the position. It said between 5 days, but it could take up to 60 days. Well, it did. I mean, literally took nearly a month. So to be fair, Robinhood did say it could, but I was hoping, well, okay, it says 5 days. Let's go for 5, and ended up being nearly 3 weeks. But anyway, there you go. So I bought another $10,000 on the open last night as it dropped. Every time it drops, 5 or 6 cents, I'm going to add 10,000. So I've got another 2 main purchases to go, and then that's it until I get paid again. And then I'll be using tax lots to sell to trim the position down. I'm not trying to literally have more shares than anybody. I want to have shares at the bottom and then just sell on the way up. Right, let's go back over to the portfolio. J&J is down slightly. I've just got some news from Vaz. I'll be live in the afternoon with news about vertical aerospace. Absolutely great. And just so you all know, I do own vertical aerospace as well. I'm keeping that. I said I won't ever sell that. That's like a moon bag, if you like. I don't like that expression, but I am keeping my, just so you can see it this way as well. There it is. I've got two assets. I've got, in fact, if I show you this screen here, it's probably easier. There you go, 469 plus the Roth IRA, so over 500 now. All right, there you go. There are my 2 positions: Coca Cola and vertical aerospace, and I'm making and I'm up on both of those at the moment. All right, so anyway, let's come back to the main portfolio. In fact, I could just leave it here. Quite like that new look, don't you? Anyway, there you go. So we've got 10 minutes before the bell goes. We've got Chevron oil going down, Tesla going up. Way too expensive, by the way. McDonald's up with Coca Cola, tend to do that. Google up 1%, Microsoft up 0.25, Meta up 0.75, Nvidia, look at that now, heading towards that 200. Walmart defensive down, Tilray up 19%. Why? No idea. No word that Warren Buffett, we're going to get a regulation on that. But anyway, there you go. Robinhood up 1.34, Rocket Lab 2.25, Plug Power up 1.69, Bitcoin up 0.3. It's doing all right.
Big Red Canine donated $5 through a super chat. Do you see this crash lasting as long or dropping as low as what happened because of Liberty Day?
Do you see the crash lasting as long or as dropping? Yes, I do. Remember, bull markets are always stronger and bull markets are always longer. Not afraid of a bear market. I look forward to a bear market. Because what will happen to my Coca Cola if we get a bear market? It'll hardly go down at all. Everybody will start to buy value and it will go up. And I'll be very, very happy. And then I can start to trim when it does using tax lots and buy back the S&P and do this all over again. I did 70 grand last time. This time I'll probably do a couple of 100,000. XRP is down. Now, let's talk about XRP for a moment. Everyone is saying, oh, XRP is going up, and I think it can. I'm a bull in it. I'll buy more when I take profit from Coca Cola. But isn't it better to buy down here than my average at 310? Of course it is. Well, you're going to miss it. Maybe I will miss it. Well, what am I going to miss? When you say I'm going to miss it, what exactly am I going to miss? You're going to miss the ETF. We already had an ETF. Nothing happened. In fact, it went down. It was rubbish. Well, what happens when BlackRock bring out an ETF? What? Suddenly it's going to go up because it's a better ETF? Maybe. but it's still an ETF. Nothing happened. I'm waiting for the Ripple Bank. We haven't got the Ripple Bank yet. Will we get a Ripple Bank? Hopefully. Now, what if I end up buying back at 5? I can imagine all the crypto bros will say to me, you're an idiot. And I'll go, why am I an idiot? Well, because you sold it and then you bought it back at 5. Okay. But why did I buy it back at 5? If I buy it back, if it goes to 5. Well, you're an idiot. You bought it back at 5. Didn't you have it at 3.10? Yeah. So why am I an idiot? Well, because you sold it at 3 and bought it back at 5. That's stupid. Yeah, but what if I made 100 grand on Coca Cola? And what then if I buy back with 10 times as much money as I had before, and I buy it back knowing it's going to go from 5 to 10 rather than it's at 3 and it might go to 50 cents? That makes me more of an investor, right? Because I'll make more money than you. Because one, I bought it with profits I've made from Coca Cola. You didn't do that because you just held and waited. If it does go down, you're going down. I won't. I'll actually make money when it goes down by owning defensive. And then when it does go up, and if we do get the Ripple Bank, and if we do get an explosion with ETFs and all the rest of it, and I buy it back at 5, it's because I know it's going to 10. And I'll make money on that as well. It doesn't matter where the price is, it's whether it's undervalue of where it's going. That's all that matters. Now, of course, XRP, you can't value, or Bitcoin, the same way as Coca-Cola. I can look at Coca-Cola and I can say, how much do they make? What's their margins? What's their profits? What's a fair price? You can't do that with XRP. But if I think it's going to 10 and it's at 5 and I've made a few $100,000 on trading Coca-Cola, one, I can buy it 10 times as much as I had before, and I've got a virtual dead cert of it going to 10 because that's why I bought it at 5. So there it is. So we'll see what happens, right? Anyway, I've got to buy some back soon because I've got to give you 2,000, right? Ethereum is down today, 0.25. Later on today, we are covering vertical aerospace. Vaz is going to go live. Here is vertical aerospace, and he is going to cover this for us live this afternoon. Right, we've got 5 minutes or 6 minutes now before the bell goes. I'm up on my positions. Very nice indeed. Hardly anything. But will I be able to buy more Coca-Cola today? Well, only if it drops a few cents a share. If not, I won't. Now then, we have got 5 minutes to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask you to vote on a poll. You've all been voting on this poll in here. We have 499 votes. Do you see a crash coming? 43% do, 57% don't. So it's pretty tight. What about on our main Lucas Archie, which trends on Google? Have you voted on this one yet? This is the community pages on YouTube. Let me give it you here. Maybe you'd like to go and vote on it now. There was no votes here a few seconds ago. Let me refresh it. And also, I'm going to give you $2,000 in prize money in a moment as well. If anybody wants to, if you want to win $2,000, say in the chat, yes, you would, and I'll do it. If not, I won't. Right. Do you see a crash? 91 votes. 53% say no. So it's very, very close to what we're experiencing in the show today as what we're doing on Google. So this trends on Google. So that's interesting. 53% say no. There's no crash. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, we'll let you continue voting on that. If you want to leave your thoughts on this here, I'd love to get your thoughts. Remember, everyone who follows, who reposts, you can win prizes as well as our $2,000 giveaway. We measure people that get involved. So here is my X account. There's my Instagram. There's free shares of Robinhood, UK, USA. Both of those. Seeking Alpha and Alpha Spread if you want the software that I use, the analysis software that I use. If you want to become a member and upgrade to Electrum, you've only got a few days to go before it's this Sunday. There's my X. Maybe you'd like to go and repost that. Let me see if anyone has reposted it. Let's have a look on X. Yes, I've had 3 reposts already. There you go. There you go. If you repost this, you can win tickets to win our $2,000. 3 minutes to go. Now then, if you want to win $2,000, it might actually be $3,000, and it'll be $3,000 if you want it enough. It's up to you, and we'll give away $3,000. So here is the giveaway. We're giving away $2,000. All right, maybe 3. It's up to you if we give 3 away. Just got to get involved. There it is. It's free to enter, free for all. You can win with 1 ticket or get as many as you want. It's all about collecting tickets. And you may have already done most of them. We have a daily bonus. Every day you come back, get some free tickets. We have subscribed to Sensei's newsletter. You may have already done it. And that's the free version. If you want the paid full version, I'll give that to you in the chat. This is the link you need for that, and then you can get the full paid version, which nearly everyone does. Thank you, Stephen Lewandowski. I'm watching it closely. Thank you. Appreciate you. But for the free version, you can get 20 tickets. Enter here. I put an error on my black hole. You can't guess if you just make up numbers, blah, 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 blah. It's always going to be wrong, all right? You get a few times, and then you'll be shut out of the competition anyway. All right, you might have already reposted this. Or you might have already followed me on X. Follow Charlotte May Weddings. They're one of our sponsors alongside me, Sensei, and Vaz. If you do that, then once we get to 1,500 subscribers to Charlotte May, we're now at 304. As it goes up, the prize money goes up. So it's up to you. Tell your friends. 308, it's going up. Look at that. It's going up. Once it hits 1,500, which I think it will, the prize money goes to $2.5 grand. If it hits to 2,000, it goes to $3,000. So you really do want to get yourself invested in the giveaway. All right, it's free to enter, free for all. Take part in that. Why everyone wouldn't do it, I have no idea. And not everyone does. Believe it or not, I've got a minute and a half. There are 328 people. That's it. I'll refresh it in the last few minutes. This is out of 100,000 people. Now it's 329. That's it. That's all the people that have entered. What's the top users? How many people have done all the things? Well, the most tickets you can get now is 243. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people. That's it. Yolanda, George, Thumpkin, Susan, James, they're 5th. That's all you can, that's the maximum number of tickets you can get, only 4 people. So as you can see, most people can't be bothered. So why not get involved? It's free to enter, free for all, and you might just win. And if you get involved, there's a very good chance you will. All right. Okay. So let's get straight into it. We're about to ring the bell. Let me get ready. We'll put that down there. And let's get ready. We've got 20 seconds to go.
Say that they will fire people, but it does not sound as though they're going to be hiring many people.
Am I going to buy more Coca Cola today? We shall see.
It's not as though this is creating a lot of jobs that are being cut, but it
10,
does impact
9,
companies'
8,
willingness or interest
7,
in hiring new
6,
employees.
Right, including,
5,
by the way, they have a
4,
fabulous tech
3,
business. They're like
2,
one of the best tech companies in the world. And remember, they are number 2 to Amazon. They've done a fantastic job. So they have a lot of code writers.
The bell has gone. Let's get ready. If I'm running today, which I could, it'd be amazing. If we drop, I'll buy some more.
By just not replacing attrition.
I mean, he said he may have gone too far, but they were crazy. I mean, 75%. Right.
After the Warren Buffett news, I think more people will buy Coca Cola, and that's fine. Let's go. There you go. Defensive is winning.
You skeptic.
That is a pretty solid open. Let's get the opening bell of the CNBC real-time exchange. The big board, it's Norwegian, celebrating the arrival of oceanic cruises.
Let's go for all our positions. So there is my portfolio, is up again. Am I beating the market? I always like to say this. The market is up 0.37. I'm up 0.2. So I'm not beating the market at the moment. But wait until I get paid $1,100, then I will beat the market, and then it will grow into that. So I'm up today 0.15. The S&P is up 0.38, but now trimming off. Virgin Galactic is up today 1.17. Palantir is up again, still rallying. Gold is up today. Amazon is now selling off quickly. Apple is selling off quickly. My portfolio, I think I'm now beating the S&P. We're up 0.38. I am up 0.2. Oops. Yep, it's trying to challenge the market, which is nice. Apple selling off quickly. Enphase Energy up 0.41. Coca Cola now up 0.15. Yes, I'm now beating the market again. There you go. There is the market falling down now. Up 0.38. I am up 0.3. It's like dancing around. That Coca Cola is trying to get me to beat the market. I'm sure today I'll beat the market. Once people start buying Coca Cola quickly, you'll see it go up very, very, very quickly. J&J up today, defensive. Chevron Oil going down. Tesla going up like crazy at the moment, 2%. McDonald's going down slightly. Oops, I'm just watching Coca Cola now to see if I can buy some more. Let me put it. I'm going to keep a close eye on my Coca Cola in a minute. How low down am I? Let's bring it on the screen. I'm down 1%, so that's okay. I'm going to hold that for a minute. Google is trimming off. Microsoft is up slightly. Meta is up 0.61. Nvidia on fire today, up 2.2. Look at that. Wow. Now, Nvidia isn't as overvalued as some other stocks, by the way. There's nothing too bad with that, actually. It's expensive, but not as bad as you might think. Walmart down slightly. Tilray up 30%. Wow. Is there any news about full rescheduling? No, not that I have heard, but that doesn't stop people from buying it. Right, Robinhood at 285, 291, 296. Wow, Robinhood is rallying today. Rocket Lab is up 2%. Plug Power is now up 0.84. Bitcoin is up 0.31. Not that much, considering the market is pumping at the moment. XRP is down. Again, this should be rallying. It's not. It does concern me. I was right to sell it. Ethereum is also down. Vertical Aerospace, one of our new stocks, is also up 0.92. So let me come back to Coca-Cola. We are now at... we are dropping quickly, so I'm about to buy some more. Here we go. So we're at... let me show you my average on the screen. My average on the screen is 66.44. Coca-Cola is now 65.63. So we're about $1 above my average. I'm down 1.22. I'm going to wait. If we go down to say 1.5%, then I'll drop another 10,000 and bring the average down to 66, 42, 41, somewhere in that region. I think we are very close to bottom here. This will not benefit my position for dividends this quarter, but it certainly will next. But of course, between now and then, I will be trimming. I won't be owning this much. I'm not trying to become a whale or anything, even though I currently am. And I'm 34 out of 47 institutions as well from Coca-Cola. I'm not trying to win an award or anything, but it hasn't gone low enough for me to buy more. And as I start the trim, it'll be tax lots. I'll do it with a cool head. I won't pay any tax. I'll do it for wash. I don't want to increase my tax position at all this year. And I want to then bring the average down and then start buying the S&P if it does fall. If it doesn't, I'm just paying down margin, all right, until it does, because it will eventually. And if it doesn't, I've reduced my margin anyway, because I've got to do that because the margin is rather high right now. So I'm going to keep my eye on that. I'm going to come back to my main position. There you go. And as you can see, we're down slightly, but hardly at all. Let me come to comments and questions now. So what I'm going to do is we've got a big Coca Cola special coming up later on today. I've also got some news. I'm going to cover some news in a moment. But first of all, I'm going to go members only, so you can all ask me questions. So if you've just asked me a question, I haven't answered it. If you are a gold member and you want to schedule a 1 hour call with me, or if you are you said something you want mentioned on the show and I missed it, now is the time to repeat it. So, Thomas Morrow, good morning to you. Humble, human being, good morning. Tyler, good morning to you. Thanks, says Thomas. I just set a limit order of Coca Cola at 65 to keep it from going below 65. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that a lot. My average for Coke is 66.43. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I did the giveaway stuff yesterday and now it says I have no tickets. More kit vlogs. Okay. If it says you've got no tickets, refresh the screen. If you've done it correctly, you should have tickets. If you did it behind a VPN or you got a fake account or you've got a duplicate account or you've unsubscribed, unfollowed and stuff like that, it will then take the tickets away. I have no control over the tickets. It's fully automated system. It's fully accurate. We have lots of people that take part in it. And I can assure you it works absolutely fine. But there's no reason why you have no tickets. Just refresh the screen, or maybe you've signed in with a different account. When you signed back into the competition page, did you use a different email and it doesn't recognize you? That's why you've got 0 tickets. My iPhone won't let me enter the giveaway. Won't show me the different boxes to collect tickets. It works perfectly. It's because you haven't signed in. You've got to sign in. If you don't sign in, it doesn't know who you are. You've got to either use Google, your email, Facebook, YouTube. If you don't do it, sign in, and we don't know who you are, so we can't allocate tickets to you. Right, Coca-Cola is going down considerably. So now I want to buy. I've got, what have I got? Is it 20,000? I think I said I want to put 10,000 in, didn't I? My buying, yeah, 10. I'm going to put $10,000 in. All right, $10,000. Here we go. We're now dropping down 1.35, 1.36. So here we go. So I'm going to watch this. I'm going to buy. And I'm just going to do it this way. $10,000. We're down 0.25%. Now let me see what my average is and see how I lower it. I'll take a screenshot of it. Let me just take a screenshot. 66.44. Okay. Coca Cola. We got on the screen 10 grand. 65.57. No, it's coming back up again. Let's watch it. $65.57. Is it bottoming out here? It hasn't finished falling. There might be more to go, but 65.60. Oh, here we go. 65 selling again. 60. It's nicely under my average. I'm down 1.28. There we go. Falling again. 66.59, 58. Starting a bit of a run maybe. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to put $10,000 in. I'm down 1.2. I'm down 1.3. It's not a massive drop, but it will bring my average down a little bit. Allow me to trim on the way up. 58, 58. I am happy with that. 66.58. I'm happy with that. If it goes lower, that's absolutely fine. So let me show you what my average is. It's going lower. That's absolutely fine. I can do it again if it goes considerably lower. So my average was a few seconds ago, before I did that, my average was 66.44. There you go. It's dropped to 66.42. I was down 1.3. I'm down 1.3 because it's carried on falling, but that's okay. I'm now probably, I think I'm getting close to the 33rd position of whale investors, hedge funds. So I'm getting very close to the top 50, the top 30 investor whales, hedge funds, by the amount of shares I have. Warren Buffett has 400 million. It drops off considerably down from there. But anyway, I'm currently at position 34. Right now we're going up. My average is 66.42. And let's see what happens now then. If I come back to my buying power, you will see on my main account, I still have buying power of 13. So I've got another $10,000. I can do another $10,000. So let's come back to Coca Cola a minute. And we'll watch it. I just bought that at, this is a considerable drop now. We're going to outperform on the earnings. I'm pretty sure of that. 65.58 was the last price I bought. That's my lowest, 65.58. We're now considerably lower. So let's set up another buy. 66.42. Let me take a screenshot. Okay, I've got that. The last buy-in was 65.58. So we're back to where we was nearly. 58. Let's have a look. So want to buy it round about the 65, 50, under 50 if we can. So, and then that'll be it then until I get paid in 3 weeks' time. Let's see how far down we're going to go today. And while I'm watching that and we're watching it fall, I'll come to comments and questions. If it goes below 50, it'll start getting interesting. So let's do some comments and questions now. So just had limit order filled at 65.55. Nice. You're too late, of course, for this quarter's dividends. You're a bit late for that, but that never mind. That will come on the next quarter. Remember, dividends don't make sense if you only buy it for the one quarter because it drops by that amount. But if you're going to hold it for a couple of quarters at least, that's when the dividends will start adding up. But it's mainly because you want to do it long term. Good morning, Casey. How are you, Casey? Lovely to speak to you. Do you want to send me a private message? How are you? If Coca Cola drops below 65, I am ready, says Thumping Chicken. Good luck to you. Bitcoin is now above 113. Bitcoin is going up. Dear Martyn and Leah, I'm praying for your total healing for Leah and peace. Thank you so much, Say Ray. That's really, really kind of you. Is it all over for today? Are we going to have another dip again? I'll buy if it goes below, significantly below 65.50, and then we'll leave it with that. Coca-Cola will gain back all losses in time. Coca-Cola has a dividend of 51 cents per share. Absolutely. For me now, it's about, well, I'm going to get $1,100 on the 1st of October. Next quarter is coming up to like 1,400, and if we carry on like this, it's going to be considerably more. That's a month, so you just times it by 3 for the quarter. Think positive always, Coca-Cola. Stephen Lewandowski, exactly. Trumping Chicken. Are you doing any reviews today? Just wondering. Yes, I am. I promised I would do yours, and I will be. I will be, absolutely. Number one is... where is it? Let's scroll down and have a quick look. Yes, number one is, where is it? KDP. That was yours, wasn't it, Dr. Pepper? Yep. Yes, I am. I've got my Coca Cola special, and I've got reviews as well today. And Vaz is doing a special. We're all back to full strength again now, at least for 2 weeks. These are my last 2 weeks before I take my vacation. And then we'll be into season 5. Right. Coca Cola is now selling. Let's go back to our position. We've got the overall portfolios down 0.48. The S&P is up but started to trim. Virgin Galactic now selling off. Palantir still going up. When tech just keeps going up, I just know we're at the edge of a bubble. And I just can't be there. Which is why I'm massing. Oh, 48 now. 47. Ooh. Okay. Lovely. J&J defensive going up. Chevron oil. I'm watching Coca-Cola for another 10 grand. McDonald's, Google, Microsoft, Meta. Oh my gosh. Nvidia now 183, up 3%. If we don't look like we're at a bubble to anybody else, I don't know what is. All right. Holy moly. Okay. Walmart, Tilray. I mean, that's not even got any good news, and it's pumped. Robinhood up 4%. Oh, that's a worry. Retail investors now buying everything. Okay. Rocket Lab. Look at that overvaluation. We are at a huge bubble. Bitcoin up 1.4. Holy moly. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at crypto surging. Well, I'm going to buy even more Coca-Cola then. Okay. Oh, my God. Yeah. When does the market ever run like this? Well, I'm going the other way. 65.58. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we were at so we are now at 66.41 average. We were at 66.42, so it's dropped to 66.41. Yeah. There we go. That's it now until I get paid. There we go. Now if I come back to position there. That's it now for 3 weeks until I get paid. So we're going to leave that for the minute. Let's go for all our position. Let me answer any more questions now. Sounds good, mine. Yeah, you're welcome, mate. Already bought 200 prior to X date. Oh, nice. Limit order 65.45. Coca-Cola good buys right here, in my humble opinion. I totally agree. Charlotte, oh, just talking about you. Hello, everyone, from sunny Santorini in Greece. Here's Charlotte May Weddings in the show right now. Please do subscribe to them. We've just given you the competition page. and the website. And remember, when it gets to 1,500 subscribers, the prize money goes to $2.5 grand. We're at 308 now. Remember, if I give you this, if I give you the YouTube channel, make sure that you go and claim your tickets to win the $2,000, if not $3,000. All right. There is the YouTube channel. Please go and subscribe. 308 now. If we refresh the screen, and now at 310. It's going up quick. Once we get to 1,500, I know it sounds a long way, but we've got 100,000 subscribers. I'm sure we're going to do it. It all peaks as the competition comes to an end. You want to do it now, then you know you're going to win a bigger prize, right? Okay. So Coca Cola now is 65.44. We are selling off now. Blimey, let's go through all our positions. There you go. I'm down 0.71. The S&P is starting to trim. It's up, but starting to trim. Virgin Galactic down. Palantir now selling. Gold. Amazon sold off and now bouncing back. Look at this. This formation tells me that we're at the edge of a bubble. I don't know, of course. This is what I think. I mean, this is why I've sold my S&P. This is why I'm buying defensive. I mean, everything will go down, but all of a sudden, people will buy into this. A lot of people are selling as well in Coca-Cola because they can buy back lower. See, a lot of people forget that. They think, well, why is Coca-Cola going down then if it's a defensive? Because people are still taking profit out of this, not to buy tech so much anymore, but to buy back cheaper. Remember, there are people who own Coca-Cola at $10. All right? So all they've got to do is sell some off the top and buy it back lower. There's that going on. I can't buy any more now for another 3 weeks. Maybe that's a good thing. All right? Anyway, 65.38. You can now buy it cheaper than me. And I am 34 out of 47 hedge fund investors in the world on Coca-Cola. I am now a retail investor whale, and I'm on the list. I have more shares than those below position 34 to 47. So, you know, I'm up there with the global institutions who own Coca-Cola. So there you go. Tesla. McDonald's, Google, everything's pumped. This is what I said. A final pump before the bubble bursts. Look at that. Look at that. Up 3%. Bloody hell. If that doesn't look like a bubble to you, I don't know what does. I wish everyone the best. Excuse me. Blimey. We're running now. 65, 40, 42 filled. David, thank you, David, for the giveaway. Appreciate that. What goes up, up, up? I think Martyn is probably, I think Martyn is right. Probably a correction coming soon, a smaller correction, I hope. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want the market to go down, but, well, I do actually. I do, because investors buy when it goes down. Thank you, says Charlotte May. Do you still think NVIDIA? Yes, I do. I do think it's going to 200. That's the top. Well, how close are we getting to that now? Thoughts on possible government shutdown and what that will do to the markets? Yeah, I don't think there'll be a government shutdown, but if there is a shutdown, that will also drop the market. Swing traders, pop, yeah. Nice big buys coming. Yep, I know. You wait till it starts to move. It'll go up like a flipping whippet up a drain pipe. It will. Oh, 65.39. Shall I buy some more? Oh my God. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Down 1.5. 66.41. I might buy some more, bugger it. How much more money have I got? Yeah, $2 grand. What was the last price I paid for it? Last price I paid for it. Last price was 65.50. 65.50 by 2,000. There you go. I just bought another 65.39. There you go. That's it. I mean, I've got no money left. I've got no money left. I've now got what have I got now? About 8,000 shares, because if you include the Roth IRA, I've got about 8,000 shares. Yeah.
Thomas Moore donated £4.99 through a super chat. Has the housing market data come out yet?
The housing market data, yes, it probably has. Yes, it has. That's in the UK. Economic statement, that's the mortgage lending. Are you talking about in the UK, Thomas? Are you talking about the UK? Mortgage lending was forecast 4.6 billion. It's now 4.31 billion. Mortgage approvals forecast 64,000, 0.5. It's the same, 64.68. So not much movement there. If you're talking about the UK, that's not the US numbers, it's the UK numbers. So my average has just dropped again. I'm going to see what it is now. 66.41 and 66.40. So another cent down. Okay. Right. Now, I've now got, let me have a look. Let's see. Uh, 7.5 in my Roth IRA, 7.5. I've got 8,100.
Thomas Moore donated £4.99 through a super chat. Us US market plate. I have 2 stocks open and bit.
Us US marketplace. I have 2 stocks open, and I don't understand that, Thomas. When you repeat that, I don't understand that. Yeah, it's coming back now quickly. I've got 8,100. Here we go. Now, if we look here, if you look on institutional, I've got 8,100 shares. Now, let's see on hedge funds. Hedge funds, if we go to hedge funds, I've got 8,100 shares. You can see Warren Buffett, if we go by total shares, Warren Buffett is number one. He's got 400 million. I've got 8,100. If we scroll down, 8,100, if you look here, 8,000, there you go, there you go. There you go. ESL Trust. I've got, they've got 8,000. So I'm now in position of institutions that own Coca Cola. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Thomas
6,
Moore
7,
donated
8,
£1.99
9, 10, 11,
through a super
12,
chat.
13,
US
14,
market, please
15,
on housing.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. I'm 32. I'm 32 on institutional allocation now in the world. 32. I was 34. I'm 32. Warren Buffett is number one. That's mental, isn't it? There you go. Pretty mental. Okay. That's, you want conviction? I give you conviction. It doesn't get better than that. Right, let me come back to here. Stocks and shares. US market, please, on housing. US market on housing. Yes, we've just got the, yeah, we got home sales month on month. Yeah, it's all coming in. You were just a second too early. So pending home sales month on month in the United States increased to 4% in August from negative 0.3 in July. Pending home sales month on the month in the United States averaged 0% from 2001 until 2025, reaching an all-time high of 40.5% in May of 2020 and a record low of negative 30.3 in 2010. So just to confirm, all right, housing numbers. Pending home sales month on month forecast 1.7 was forecast, and pending home sales is negative 0.4%. People are not buying houses. All right. Forecast 1.7, pending home sales month on month down 0.4%. That's not good. Pending home sales year on year, forecast 1.9, 0.7. All right. So there you go. Houses is down. Pending home sales is down dramatically, and pending home sales year on year is also down than expected. So there you go. Not looking good. Now then, you can see I'm making my money back very quickly now on Coca Cola. There you go. Look at that. So now what have we got? The economy is not as strong as you think. We're getting a big rebound on Coca Cola. I can start doing tax lot selling shortly. The S&P, expect that. There it goes. Now it's selling off. Down goes Virgin. Down goes Palantir. Gold is going up. More volatility. Down goes Amazon. Down goes Apple. Enphase. Coca-Cola going up. Defensives going up. Chevron going down. Tesla sold off. There you go. There you go. What did I just say? Google, Microsoft is still holding up. Meta now going down. Nvidia now going down. Tilray still going up. God knows why. Robinhood absolutely going crazy. Rocket Lab now going down. Plug Power down. Bitcoin surging up 1.39, but again, that's not surging for Bitcoin, is it? But 1.36 is nice. XRP is up 1%. Ethereum's up 1.19. And Coca-Cola now is coming back up. Now then, it's too early for tax lot selling. I need to get above 66 to start selling at 66, keep the ones at 65. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. There's a long, long way to go. Let me come back to comments and questions. Hello, Martyn. Can you give me thoughts on HOVR, please? I've never looked at it, I don't think. HOVR. New Horizon Aircraft. Now, this is what you're looking at, right? The best person to speak to will be Vaz. Vaz is live this afternoon doing a vertical aerospace special. He will cover this if you ask him. So if you join Vaz later on today, hopefully you've subscribed and rung the bell. Later on this afternoon, Vaz will answer that question for you. All right? I have got no thoughts on it. I don't look at it. Don't you have health insurance, Martyn? No disrespect, meant just asking. No. What do you mean? What do you mean? Health insurance, no disrespect. You talked about the money I've got to raise with for medical bills. My wife has a really great insurance. Yeah, we have a really good insurance. It's very expensive. I say it's great. We pay a fortune for the insurance, but you still have co-pays. You still have out of pocket. You're still not make your deductible, and cancer treatment is hundreds of thousands of dollars, even with insurance. So doesn't matter. I've got insurance. There's deductibles, co-pays, out of pocket. Some things aren't covered. So yeah, it's I've got to raise a lot of money. We both have. So yeah. I'm a mortgage loan officer. This has been by far the lowest year in my 11 years in history. Rose and Ed. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah. It's not good, is it? Rose and Ed. Lena is up a bit. Wonder how this report will impact it. Charlotte May, if the market crashes, small or big, will commodities, gold, tank or soar? If the market crashes, small or big, will commodities, gold, tank or soar? When there's volatility, people will buy gold. However, then they start to trim their gold as well and move to cash. So it depends how high gold gets, but gold just keeps reaching all-time highs. So I think the safest bet really is defensives. This is why I'm buying Coca Cola as much as I can. I mean, you know, thank you. You're very, very welcome. All right, let me go now over to general subscribers now. Give everyone the chance to comment. Let me just switch over. There you go. Okay. We're going to wrap this up in a minute. I'm going to water aerobics in a minute, but when I get back, there are two specials today. There's a Coca Cola special. You won't want to miss it. A full Coca Cola special. There is also a special from Vaz. Vaz is going live. We're all going live now. We're all bringing you the news. There's a lot going on today. This is great. Just looking across the board. It's great to have Sensei back. It really, really is. So when I come back this afternoon, I'm doing this. A deep dive on Coca-Cola, why I've bought so much of Coca-Cola, why I've gone so much in on this. So please do join me for that later. As I end the show, let me just end the poll. Let me end the poll. So 42% of you think a crash is coming, 58% say no. Okay. And let me put... I'm trying to think what's the best to do. It's going to go back to the... Right. Some of you missed the event this morning, so I'm going to send you to Sensei's show this morning, his Welcome Back show. That's where I'm going to send you today. Okay, so straight after this, it'll automatically take you there. More content. Yes, here he is. Here's Vaz. Vaz has got his live stream coming out today. There's two big shows today. There's Vaz's show and there's my Coca-Cola special. It's a great day. We might even go out. We might even go at the same time. There's a lot going on today. It's a great day for you. Lots and lots of stuff to follow. Live now. What you missed today. Okay. Let me pin that to the top. Right now, then, if you've not taken part in our giveaway, we are giving away $1,000. Sorry, $2,000, if not $3,000 in our giveaway. There it is. There's the giveaway. Take part. It's free. Sensei is back. So on Sunday, it'll be the Electrum show. There'll be a Sunday show followed by an Electrum party. For everyone who's a member, Electrum and upwards, a private event. So Electrum, Gold, Platinum, and sponsor level, you'll be able to be part of a big event on Sunday. It's interactive. It's a really cool on-screen animation, but it'll also give you the chance to get to know each other better. It's where we're going to find our moderators and our ambassadors around the world, but also you'll learn about stocks, shares, trading, charts. It's a really cool live interactive game show. It's a lot of fun. That starts on Sunday. So you've got between now and then to become an Electrum member. Remember, you can always upgrade, downgrade at any point. There it is. All right, so that's going to be set for Sunday. All right, let me read the last few comments before I go. I'll be back later on for my Coca-Cola special. You don't want to miss it. I paid $260,000 for cancer surgery. Out of pocket, $4,000. Morkit Vlogs. So that's what you actually paid. You paid $4,000 and you got 2,600. Is that what it cost the insurance company? 260,000, and you paid 4,000. Is that what you're saying? Hi Martyn, good morning to you. We need a photo of you with your water wings, Martyn. You never know. We talked about Horizon Aircraft on Saturday. Yes, indeed. Vaz, if you could mention it today on the show, I'm sure you will. In my live EVTOL Saturday show, Likely government shutdown thoughts. Sorry if I missed you on. Yes, if we get a government shutdown, of course the stock market is going down. But that's partly why the stock market is weaker today. Well, even though we're seeing a rally in tech, that tells me definitely we got a bubble because we're on the edge of a government shutdown. Normally the market's all trim into that. Everything's going up like crazy because I think we're going to have one final last hurrah. That's what's going on right now. It doesn't seem to matter what happens. Everyone just keeps buying tech up and up and up like crazy. And it should be going down because the government shut down, and it's not. Coca Cola has been going down, but the moment we get any bad news on a government shutdown, the stock market will sell off, and Coca Cola will pick up all the money. So if we don't get a government shutdown, everything carries on growing again as normal. That's kind of where we are with it at the moment, I'd say. But I don't think it's going to happen. Has it ever happened before? They always threaten this, and it never happens. I don't know. How much Coca Cola do you have? I have 8,100 shares. I'm now 32 out of 47 whale investor institutions. Warren Buffett is number one. I'm 32 in the world that own Coca Cola. So I own, 32. Number 32 out of 47 of all the institutions and hedge funds. So it's quite a lot, isn't it? It's quite a lot. More coming out. Stay tuned. How much do you have? 8,100 shares. The whole government shutdown issue, which is about coming up to 600 grand now. And that's going to $80. So by the end of the year, I could have $1.5 million in Coca Cola. No, not $1.5 million. Beg your pardon. I could have about $1 million. I think you should have put a limit on the poll, meaning crash within X number of months. Oh, I see. Well, not really. We're talking about the next crash. It doesn't matter if it's today or tomorrow. I mean, but I get your point. Is the channel funded by Coca Cola? No, I'm not funded by anybody. Why is crypto climbing so fast today? Why? Well, that's a good question, isn't it? I mean, it's climbing because historians in crypto believe every October it rallies, and the ETFs it rallies. However, I'm not so sure it's going to be the same this time. I still believe that Ethereum is at 12,000 and Bitcoin's 150 to 200,000 and XRP is 10,000. Sorry, $10. But I'm not so sure that's a guaranteed thing, that the market is too expensive. People will go, doesn't matter about the market. It doesn't matter. Crypto does its own thing. I don't think that's investing. That's euphoria. That's not investing in my book. So I cannot stay in the market when it's like this. I mean, I'm bullish, but I don't play at the casino. All right. This is at the casino. And remember, despite everything, we're only 113. 120 was the all-time high. So we're not going absolutely crazy yet, are we? My tech pulled back, then flew again. This is very bad. This is a very bad investment strategy. This is what is. You didn't say what it is. You just said this is a bad investment strategy. What? Me buying Coca Cola? Well, I've said don't follow me. I've said it's very high risk. I have to understand the business, which I do. You should be diversified. The S&P is probably going to give you get greater returns. I'm not telling anyone to do what I'm doing. Coca-Cola close above 66, in my opinion. Have a super day. Says Market Vlogs, yes, no review. Completely understand if you're busy. No review. No. Yes, I'm doing the review. I'm doing the review today, Seth. I'm doing the review and Coca-Cola and Vertical Aerospace. Yep, it's all going to happen today. That's a promise. All right? Okay. Think you need to do your research, LK. Up 15.4% of the weekend on football. Oh, what's that? Why would Coca-Cola go up with a shutdown? Why? Because it's a defensive play. It's already oversold. That's why. Bad investment. Tell Warren Buffett that. Yeah, I know. I keep having people tell me it's silly to buy Coca-Cola. I don't understand that. Take care of yourselves and each cupboard. 8,100. Nice. Yes, the government has shut down before. Ronald Reagan shut the government down. I wondered. Thank you, Justin Duke, for sharing that. I wondered if it had ever happened before. Yeah. Ibron, you are out of my mind. Okay, not sure what that means. Quantum stocks up, too expensive though. How are you down when the market is up 1% a day? You did not go all in. Yes, I'm 100% in Coca Cola. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. I buy with conviction. I keep telling everybody, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to do it. This is very high risk, but I am okay with that. I understand the business I own, and I've gone all in with Coca Cola. I think we are at the edge of a crash and a bubble. I still like all the crypto and everything else before, but I want to make more money by buying defensive. Then I can buy back more crypto than anybody else, all of you combined. So I do believe that. Only crash we need to worry about, Atlas 3i crashing into Mars. Okay, Matthew. Buy a high, sell low. Great idea. It's a slow motion casino, all right. I'm up $8,400 this morning. Congratulations, Matt. Meme coins is the casino. XRP, XLM. I like utility and like our utility different, in my opinion. Yeah, but don't just keep saying that. It has to make money, though. You see, I like XRP because of the Ripple Bank and the fact that Bank of America buying it, right? I don't buy XRP just because, oh, it's utility. Yeah, but does it make any money? And I know how it can make money, so that's why I want to own it. I don't just keep saying it's utility. People keep saying that all the time. It's like, what does that actually mean? Just bought 1,000 Coca Cola. Thanks for your advice, Martyn. I'm not giving financial advice. Do not follow me. XRP song. XRP song, shall we? XRP, always believe in your flow. Seth Houston, XRP market will shut down because it guarantees rate cuts. No, it doesn't guarantee rate cuts. I sold it all on XRP and been gambling on Robinhood on football. Oh, I see. Bitcoin is now 14.6. I am with Coca-Cola, buying more Coca-Cola at 64.50. Government also shut down 3 times in Trump's first term. Oh, right. I didn't know that. Get on Medicare. It covers everything. I can't get on Medicare. How can I get on Medicare? I earn money. I don't qualify for any assistance. 2018 was the longest shutdown in history. Thank you, KC, for that. Morning all. Okay, I've got to go. So a final rundown through our positions. As you can see, I've got over $500,000 now invested. This is my main account. My Roth IRA is another 50 grand. So I've got $540,000. I'm 100% in Coca-Cola. I will be doing tax lots to trim. I'm 32 out of 47 share allocation in the institutional list in the world. Warren Buffett is number 1 at 400 million. I've got 8,100. And I'm doing that for a very, very good reason. Later on this afternoon, there will be a special. There will be also a Dr. Pepper special for Seth, one of our analysis reviews. And there also will be a special from Vaz. A lot going on today. When this show finishes, it will take you back to Sensei's show, What You Missed This Morning. Please do join us for that. But that's it from me. A wonderful, wonderful morning to you all. It's great to have Sensei back. Let's go and see how my portfolio is now gaining back quickly. As you can see, it is. The S&P is going down. My Coca-Cola is going up. All right. Nvidia is now selling off. Microsoft is Meta selling off. Microsoft is now starting to sell. It's all going back down again. There you go. Bitcoin is still rallying. Now, if you think Bitcoin can go up and up and up when the market crashes, you are mistaken. People going, yes, it can. It's a hedge against inflation. No, it's not. We've proved it. It's not a hedge against inflation. If the market crashes, so will Bitcoin. It's only catching up to where it was. XRP is up. Ethereum is up. Let's see where it ends up. It's not where you are today. It's where you are in the future that matters. And remember, if you are selling, understand your tax implication. All right, so there you go. Thank you very much for joining me. Medicare only covers 80%, and that will go to 50% soon. Okay. But I don't qualify for Medicare. Me and Leah both work. There will be no shutdown, just like other times, just a game, crypto pumping. Well, according to Casey, it has happened before. So there you go. I didn't know about that. Coke at 62 would be a beautiful thing. Coke will survive everything. In London, in Tesco, they only see Coke, and I have rid the other drinks. Oh, by the way, forget that. Not only is Coca Cola bringing out a new flavor, it's also bringing out the cane sugar, and it's also getting now into the alcohol space as well. I'll be bringing you all that information later on, and you'll be quite surprised to learn what I know about Coca Cola and why I bought so much of it. Robin equals Hood prediction markets at the bomb. And probably why Hood is up. Robin equals Hood prediction markets are the bomb. I don't understand that, Matt. Robin equals Hood prediction markets are. Oh, I see. I see the prediction markets. Oh, I see. Yeah. I get you now. Yeah, that's not for me though. I understand people love it. Medicare only covers that. We also read that. Will you also be doing my review as well? Justin Duke, what was yours? What was yours? I'm doing all the reviews. I've got them on the list. AMPY, TSSS, PSTV. I'm doing all the reviews, yeah? Before I go on my holiday in 2 weeks. Will you fill out a form and you'll be approved? No, I won't be approved for Medicare. We've looked at, if you earn money and you earn a decent income, you can't get it. Anyway, I am a swing trade and a scalp trader, not a long-term investor. At 66 years old, time isn't on my side. Buy good stocks. Wow, I'm coming back quick now, aren't I? Coming back quick now. Hey, here we go. Here we go. Oh, yes. Look at my portfolio now. Now can we start to do tax lots? Not yet. Down 1.25. Yeah, not yet. Not yet. I will do in time. Not to worry. Not going to worry about that. All right, that's it, folks. I'm out of here. Thank you very, very much indeed. I look forward to seeing you back later. There will be some analysis reviews today. There will be a special from Vaz. There will be my Coca Cola special. Why I'm now considered a whale in retail investors, and why I'm 32 out of 47 institutions allocations in the world. So I'm all in on Coca-Cola. No one could be more in than me. It's impossible unless you're 32 above me and you're Warren Buffett at the top. That's coming up very quickly. There you go. Later on, Coca-Cola Dividend Saloon. That's supposed to be me, apparently. Join me for the event this afternoon. I think you'll enjoy it. It's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of information there, and you'll see exactly why I've gone all in. But look at that. Oochie. I just bought a lot more. Did I buy 30 grand this morning? 23 grand of Coca-Cola this morning and 10 last night. Yeah, $33,000 of Coca-Cola in the last few hours. And there is the benefit already. So there we go. Good. My next quarter will be around about $1,400 a month now. That's about $4.5 grand a quarter now on dividends. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Yes, Coca-Cola is getting into alcohol, yes. In the past government shutdown, which is twice the S&P hit new highs, according to ChatGPT, if not affect the market much at all. All right. Okay, well, it depends. You got to remember, it depends if the market is overvalued, overpriced. It's not just one thing. It's not like if we get a government shutdown, this is what's going to happen. It's related to many other things. And at the end of the day, it's only your best guess, if we can be honest, isn't it? You can't guarantee exactly what's going to happen. Nobody does. All right? Okay, that's it from me. I'll see you back later for this Coca-Cola special, also for an analysis And Vaz is doing a vertical aerospace special. Lots going on. Am I going to turn green in the last few seconds? What's going to happen? It's getting exciting. Is it going to turn green? I just bought a lot more. I will see you back in a bit. Go on. I've got a minute to get out of here. I don't think it's going to turn quite green, but we're getting very close. Anyway, I'll see you all back in a bit. You've all got the giveaway. Hopefully by now you've all taken part in the giveaway. It's you can win up to $3 grand, $2 grand guaranteed. It might go to $3 grand if you all subscribe to Charlotte May. There you go. There it is. That's it from me. Thank you ever so much indeed. I'm out of here. Thank you ever so much. See you back later on for the specials. And it's awesome to have Sensei back once again. We're so excited to have Sensei back. I keep talking, thinking it's going to turn green in the last couple of seconds. And that's why I've been green all morning. Let's see. Go on. Go on. Right on cue. Right on cue. Go on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. It's getting very close. It's very close. Very, very close indeed. Yes, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Buying with conviction. I don't recommend anyone do what I'm doing. I understand the business. I'm focused on it. And I will be trimming when I start to make profit, or at least get washes on the higher levels and bring the position down. And then I'll be buying back the S&P and be buying back crypto if it's at the right price. But we shall see. Next few seconds. Are we going to go green? Coca Cola going green. Hood breaks 130. Bitcoin short squeeze. Let's have a look. Bitcoin short squeeze. Yeah, 130, 114. XRP going as well. Ethereum going as well. Lovely stuff. I said it would be green. Is it going to be green? 1 more cent and I'm in the money. That's it from me. We're green. Thank you very much indeed. Have a wonderful morning. I'll see you back very shortly. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm buying one stock. I always recommend against that strategy, but I'm now buying heavily. I mean, as heavy as you could possibly humanly be, even compared to institutions. I'm all in on one stock. It's going to make me 120, 130 grand by the end of the year. And then I can buy back all the XRP and Bitcoin and everything else I can possibly imagine. All right, that's it from me. Have a wonderful morning. I'll see you back in a bit. Thank you, all the moderators. Welcome back, Sensei. Vaz is going to be up later on today. I'll be back in a short while. I'm off to water aerobics, get some exercise. Stay where you are. The links will automatically take you to Sensei's morning show, what you missed. I want you all to go back to that. It's not the extra channel. It's the actual main show itself. I want you all to watch it and leave a comment because it'd be lovely to welcome Sensei back from his holiday, from his honeymoon. Take care of yourselves and each other. Go and enter the giveaway. It's free money after all. Look at this. Where's it going to go next? I know exactly where it's going next. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.